Now then YouTube, I am the Toff Man and welcome to a complete guide on Thaumic Tinkerer Cami. This is an addition into Thaumic Tinkerer 2, and how you get to Thaumic Tinkerer Cami is basically very simple, guys. Just go to the Thaumic Tinkerer webpage, which I will link in the description as well. Go to its download page to get yourself the latest version of Thaumic Tinkerer. It has to be 2.1, otherwise it won't work. Once you've got the latest version of Thaumic Tinkerer, on the same download page, you will see a link to Thaumic Tinkerer Cami, and it will be a small 1 kilobyte file that you can just slip into your mods folder, and it will unlock Thaumic Tinkerer Cami. What is Thaumic Tinkerer Cami? Well, guys, it's very simply end game items that are insanely expensive to make, very difficult to make, and are so overpowered. It is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. And guys, I've got to say that Vazkii's done an amazing job on this. In such a short space of time, this mod has gone from ideas to fruition, and it's here. It's here, it's ready, it's available for people to download. So let's go and take a look at where to start with Thaumic Tinkerer Cami. Well, it's very easy, guys. You've firstly got to get every single piece of research for Thaumic Tinkerer 2. If you haven't got every single piece of research, you will not have access to the start, which is Iker right here. You will not have access to that. You will need to unlock everything previous to this and be able to get to this in the first place. So, where we're starting is Iker. So, let's have a look, see how we find Iker and what exactly it does. Okay guys, actually, really quickly, before starting on Iker, I've just remembered that it's probably the better idea to start on dimensional shards. Added into the basic information tab, you can see this dimensional shards. What are these? Well, let's have a look. Similarly to the overworld, the nether and the end also have their specific shards. These are rarely held by either zombie pigmen living in the nether or endermen living in the end. They might be useful for something later on, although you're not quite sure how. So this, guys, as you can see, these shards, this type of shard is carried around by the pigmen in the nether, which means you will have to aggro them, and that can be quite dangerous. And these type of shards are found on endermen, which you can get them in the overworld as well. It's not exclusive to the end. Of course, you will have to go to the nether for the pigmen, but you're more likely to find endermen in the end than in the overworld. So when you do, you might find some of them anyway. So these are dimensional shards. Now these are useful later on. I just thought I would point this out to you now, guys. Alright guys, I'm here at my research table. Now guys, this it does give you a very insane amount of nodes, of lit nodes that you can actually use. So don't be worried about the fact that there is so many nodes here to actually light up. Sorry, did I call these nodes? I meant to call them thingamabobs. You know what I mean. So you need to have Humanus, Lux. Well, that's Humanus there. You need to have Lux, Spiritus, and Vitium, and this will get you Iker. Now, let's go and have a look at Iker and see what this does. Well, Iker. What is Iker? It's basically the starting piece that you need for everything that's in Thaumic Tinkerer Cami. Through extensive study in all subjects of thaumaturgy, you have discovered a substance that is what you consider to be the next step in your endeavours. And by next step, it certainly does mean next step, guys. This is amazing. This extremely powerful substance, which you call Iker, contains the raw awakened power of a nether star. You are sure that you will put it to use. You will put it to use for countless devices in the future, and that you certainly will. This, guys, is not cheap to make. You will need a diamond, which by this point, if you're at this point, a diamond is probably not hard to come by. However, you will need a nether star. You will need 1 nether star for every 8 pieces of Iker that you want to make. That begins to get expensive, guys, when we get a little bit further on. You need a nether shard, and you also need an ender shard with an eye of ender. You need 32 Humanus, 32 Lux, and 64 Spiritus, so it's not exactly cheap on the aspect side, and also the instability is high, so you've got a chance of things going very wrong. That is the start. Literally, it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing for you guys at this moment in time. It's just how you craft Iker in the first place. And it will unlock what's called Iker Cloth. Well, how do we find Iker Cloth? Let's have a look. Okay guys, again, it's a little bit of a pain in the backside to be able to find this thing. Now, this will have, again, quite a lot of nodes, but you'll have a lot of lit up little bits, runes, that's what they're called. You'll have a lot of lit up runes to be able to play around the place, and really you don't need the amount of what it gives you, but it's here. It's here. Iker Cloth. Let's have a look and see what this baby does. So let's go into here, and you can see once it's unlocked, it will actually unlock Icorium and will unlock Iker Cloth robes. Iker Cloth robes, that's the one. So, Iker Cloth. Let's have a look at this. Again, you require 3 Iker Cloth, Iker itself, to be able to make Iker Cloth. So, you get 3 pieces of Iker Cloth. Now, keep all this in mind, guys, when you're going forwards. In a little while, you'll be able to see why this mod is so damn expensive. You found a way of infusing magical fabric with your latest discovery, Iker. Funnily enough, this process does not require the typical infusion procedure. I wonder if we put that in for me. As the Iker easily absorbs the diamond and blends with the fabric. However, to do this, you require not only the best wand you ever designed, but to be fully charged, but you must be also wearing a full set of Thaumaturge's robes in order to convey enough energy for the creation. We'll get to that, I'll explain that in just a little second. You think it is time to start designing a new wand. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second as well. So, as you can see guys, it requires 3 enchanted fabric, 3 Iker and 3 diamond to make 3 Iker Cloth. It also requires 125 of each base aspect in your wand. Now, you can't get 125 base aspects in the best wand that you can create with Thaumcraft. So, how do you go about this? Well, like it says, you need a full set of Thaumaturge's robes that will allow you to be able to have that extra percentage to be able to hold 125 of each in your wand at once, so that you can craft this Iker Cloth. Now, once you've crafted this Iker Cloth, it does actually allow you to be able to unlock something else, but we'll get to that in a second. So, Iker Cloth. Remember, guys, 3 Iker Cloth for 3 pieces of Iker. Keep that in serious mind as we go forward. Again, guys, pretty mental in the research department. So we've got Icorium right here. It requires Fabrico, Instrumentum, Lux, and Metallum. So let's go and grab this, discover it ourselves, and then go and have a look. Now, you need to find Icorium to be able to make the wand caps. Now, we'll get to that in just a second. The Icorium then, what is this? Well, guys, you're going to need a Thaumium ingot, you're going to need diamond, you're going to need Iker, and of course, more endeavours with the Iker reveal its property to blend with most mundane materials. Most of the blends result in absolutely nothing. However, you have managed to blend it with diamonds and fabric in the past, and this time with Thaumium. This metal is extremely strong and resilient. Spelt wrong, come on Vaz. To a point where mundane materials could never get. You haven't found any uses for it yet, but you know it shouldn't take you too long. So again, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of little items that you can't do anything with yet, that you will craft and you will think, bloody hell, this you're using quite a lot of things and it's quite expensive. And you'll think to yourself, bloody hell, I hope this is going to be worth it. But guys, trust me, it is definitely worth it. Icorium. You're going to need 120 of each different aspect, apart from Ordo and Peditio, and what looks like air. No, you're going to need 100 of each aspect. It's just me and using this small GUI, because you'll find out why later on. Anyway, Ignis, Terra, Aqua, Air, Ordo, and Peditio, all in your wand there. 100 of each, with 3 bits of Iker, Diamond, and Thaumium. Now, are you knowing at the moment? You've already used 6 pieces of Iker from your 8 pieces, was it? Yes, 8 pieces that you've originally crafted. So just to get a little bit of Iker Cloth, 3 pieces to be precise, and to get yourself 1 Icorium, you've used 6 pieces of Iker. So imagine having to do this recipe a few times. And that is true, guys. You will have to do this recipe a few times. It is expensive, but trust me, when you get the items in the end, you will absolutely love it. So that is Icorium. I think I've blown you guys away enough for this episode. Join me for episode 2 of the complete guide to Thaumic Tinkerer Cami, and we will go through how to find Icorian wand caps right next. We'll go through that one next because it's the next logical step to go through is to get the Icorian wand caps, and you'll find out why. But anyway, guys, until next time, I've been the Toff Man. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay safe.